Now we just all scream as loud as we can.
Okay, just... Okay! Let's start the new game. Please enter my name. What is my name? I need a guy's name, don't I? Should we do?
Combine sleepies and curbs together.
So you guys both names start with J. Jimrin? Jemrin? Jemri? Jemri! Okay, good.
Perfect.
Okay.
Who's that?
I don't know. I think it's
Nobody
the
knows.
girl.
Nobody knows.
Oh yeah, Pretty knows.
Oh!
Sleepies!
Sleepies is you!
Oh, so this is me. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself.
Oh, I think maybe it's Sayori. Yeah, it is! Woo!
Yeah, it sounds like.
That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, we would oversleep more frequently, and I would get tired of waking up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and say, let Sayori catch up to me.
I overslept again!
That sounds so much like you! Sorry.
But I caught you this time. Maybe, but...
Jemri! Jemri!
Oh.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Jemri!
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori.
Hi, Solis.
We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students waiting their day to continue.
By the way, Jemri. Have you decided on a club to join yet?
Thank you, Solis, for the host.
Oh.
Jemri.
Oh, I told you already. I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't even been looking either.
That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I?
I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about.
It feels like Paul and I talking.
Sarah likes to worry a little bit too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
I was talking about how I'm worried that you don't learn how to socialize and have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation.
Clubs.
Sarah wants me to check out some clubs. Guess I'll have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Sayori.
Sarah must have come to the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and pacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed!
You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know,
Know what?
well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori,
Yeah?
there is no way I'm going to your club.
Mimi!
Sarah is vice president of the Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less.
Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyways?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she is just as cunning as to be have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh.
Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go!
Cupcakes!
And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake.
Thank you, Willa.
I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used to the third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here.
I told you, don't call me a new member.
I glance around the room.
Welcome to the Literature Club. Pleasure meeting you. Sorry, always says nice things about you.
Your voice seems roboty though.
Yeah, it's kind of fuzzy.
Yeah, maybe we should not. Yeah, it's a bit fuzzy.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm back.
yeah.
Okay, Sayuri always says nice things. Yeah.
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Jamri. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
Nuts.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She was also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then she turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, that is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Naori and Natsuki.
Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, Demri.
Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little...
You too, Monica.
Come sit down, Jeremy. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica.
Sayori!
Oh, sorry. I'll get the cupcakes.
Hey! I made them! I'll get them!
Oh, sorry. I got a little too excited.
Then how about make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged around to form a table. As Sori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches her way back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay. Are you ready? Ta-da!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute.
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sari grabs the first one, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious.
Sari talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but noticing her sneaking glances in my direction. She waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself.
This is really good.
The flat girl. What?
Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like that.
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
I didn't made them for you or anything.
Good. I thought you technically did. Larry said,
Well, maybe, but not for you. You know, you dummy.
all right.
I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray.
You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Worried. The teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot tea help you enjoy?
How do you-
Wishing you're cutting off.
Oh, my connection, I guess.
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Yuri? Aren't you trying to impress?
Hey, that's not.
Sleepies.
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea.
Yeah.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So, what made you consider the literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori.
Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Monica is a really great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement.
And I'm surprised that there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you are both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah! Sorry, I was...
You know it!
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted at the idea of a new member joining. Though I still really don't know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
Damn, kind of thing.
Don't know why you're so soft. And you keep cutting off.
Well,
Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that.
manga.
I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not such a big reader, I guess.
Well, that can change, I guess.
What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile.
Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
No, that's
He gets quieter and quieter.
Yeah, how come which one you're getting? Can you be a bit louder?
okay. I'll try to speak louder.
Yeah.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels, deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship is amazing to me.
Can't hear him.
Yeah.
And telling a good story in such a form is equally impressive.
Jamri?
He's not here.
Oh no.
Oh, he left?
Oh no, your thoughts
Yuri
left.
goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination, completely throw you for? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Ah, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you.
I guess you could say that. But if the story makes me think, takes me to another world, I really can't put it down.
Oh my god, that does sound like you.
Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Why is that?
Well, I just... Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say that out loud! Give that back! Fine, fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Ugh. I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess. Sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's pretty impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Ah, not a very confident writer yet.
We're just starting, Pixel D.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more. The truest form of writing is writing. You must be willing to open up to your readers, explore, and showing even the deeper features of art.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example to help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
What do you want?
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Oh, wait. Oh, it's me. I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay, I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri quizzically look at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll share them with one another That way, everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do it.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Jemri?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem.
What is that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But...
Sorry, I thought.
Jemri.
You all... I'm just defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful women. Right.
What?
Okay, I've decided. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
You really did scare me for.
if you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then, that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica
Monica looks over at me once more.
Jeremy, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Jemri, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have to change to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
Jamri?
You want me to pick?
Of course, you're the main character.
What would they like? Probably warm.
The character jumped up and down.
Sugar?
What? Sugar.
The sweet, yeah, because she likes sweet things.
Romance?
Aw.
Explode.
Uh-oh.
What?
The one that likes horror,
Kiss.
obviously.
Kiss?
Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
she like
Peace.
nice.
Joy. Party.
Oh gosh.
Play. Mm. Happiness.
Happiness will prevail!
Pure.
pure?
Boop. Pout.
What is this word? Does anyone know what this word is?
Effulgent. I don't really know the meaning. Cute. I just picked cute.
Yeah, Natsuki likes all the like cute things. She's a tsundere, right?
Yeah.
Raindrops.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens.
Sweet.
Sweet.
I guess
Wait,
the
what is the
purple hair
goal of
girl.
this?
You gotta make them happy. I guess I don't know. Do something that they like.
No, he should just choose don't look at the girls.
Or I'm just picking words.
No,
Doesn't
don't
make it
pick. No, you have to
Uh,
pick.
The girls become happy depending on the words you pick, and
Oh, I
the
see.
more that they jump up and down, the more they'll like your poem, or that individual will like your poem.
Dazzle.
The one that basically jumps up and down, I think, is the one that will be impressed by the poem, basically.
Cheer.
There was Puppy at one point. I was like, oh. Ow.
Poof.
So I'm guessing that the purple hair girl likes all like these sad.
Depressing.
Yeah.
Hi again, Demry. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Jamie. I hope this overwhelming offer commit. These dice characters you are not accustomed.
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayuri told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Jeremy always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
Yuri,
Oh, did I get cut off?
you did.
How dependable?
Sayori, that's because your room is messy, so it's distracting. You almost and you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? Might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Demry can become good friends too.
My cat wants to be Yuri, apparently.
Sayori.
Hmm?
As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, even you even brought you something today, you know?
Sayori,
Me?
not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really not.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make a big deal of it if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, yeah.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should. Be cool. Discuss it if you want to.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite not being me reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can.
Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case.
Are you Yuri Kisu?
Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man. Looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I always could read the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. Close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica.
We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though.
Well, we can't give up. The festival's our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds.
That doesn't solve the problem, though.
What do you mean?
Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds.
What's this? Sayori's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this.
Huh. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick?
What kind?
Well, I guess we could...
Cupcakes!
Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that.
You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly.
That wasn't why you suggested it?
Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy.
Cupcakes it is, then.
I'm hungry.
Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself.
I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes.
Oh.
Ugh. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair.
Sorry! Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all! It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club.
Does our school have a napping club?
You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it.
Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard.
It's true, though.
Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
It's what I do best.
That's a problem. What about you? You look at me for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
That's, it's a secret!
I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you.
Yeah?
Sayori glances around at herself.
How is it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair sticking out around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair is just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. Try to wipe off the stain with my finger.
But nobody would ever notice that.
Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that.
Hey, you meanie.
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet?
That's super mean.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind.
This is so funny.
What is?
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things.
It is very weird.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you?
I guess.
Hey, be careful! The button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest.
Oh my goodness. Thank you for the follow. We do this every week.
Does this thing even fit you properly?
I mean, visual novel, not the buttoning.
It did when I bought it.
If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
It means my boobs got bigger again.
Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Ah. Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that?
But it's so stuffy. Ah! Sorry. It's not worth it at all.
Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more.
Phew. That's so much better.
Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around.
So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that it's like it's a good thing?
Cause if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. That's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
So Sayori doesn't need a boyfriend. She just needs Jamri to be her friend.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine, fine. It's a deal.
I guess we really need to get... I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
Oh, but I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Okay, everyone.
Eh? Monica suddenly calls out.
Why don't we share the poems we wrote now?
Yay! Jamri, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I fail to sound unenthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I could really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everybody's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica writes hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first?
Maybe Yuri. She hasn't done much.
Let
Yeah.
them be choose.
Hmm?
We'll
Let
do
them be
Yuri.
choose.
Jamri choose? Should Jamri choose? Jamri, you would...
Somebody in the chat mentioned which girl are you going for?
Yeah, which girl?
I
Because
don't know.
apparently there's like a path you have to...
Yeah, there's a
guess?
path. Okay, so whoever mentions which girl you want to go for.
who gets to make this decision? Because the chat will already showed interest in Natsuki, and somebody else showed interest in Yuri, and I have no idea.
Yeah.
Poll.
And Hobo likes
Poll,
Monica,
poll.
Pixel likes Natsuki.
Do a poll.
We do a poll.
poll?
Can we do a poll? Is it possible?
Yeah. I can set it up.
Oh, but will it take long though? We don't want to hang around for
Shouldn't-
too.
Depends
we
on
could
the
just give
voters,
them
I
like
guess.
2 minutes. That's it.
Okay, people. Sayuri Natsuki, names right now. Right now, guys. Chop
Oh, yeah,
chop.
they can just...
Chop chop.
Okay.
Chop chop. I'm giving you. I have a timer here. I'm giving you. How many seconds?
Are you so bossy?
I am bossy. Tick tick.
One
So we
person, one
got-
vote, please.
Yes.
One for Monica, one vote for Natsuki.
One vote for Monica. One vote for Natsuki. Oh, actually, I put 5 minutes. Let's just do like 2 minutes. And we'll do this vote. Clock's ticking. Tick, 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 tick. I have this.
Wait, why don't we vote too?
Yeah, wait, we'll vote too, but we want the chat to vote too, right?
I'm voting for my character because I'm biased.
Can I vote for myself?
No, you have to choose a girl though. She's got a fun route. Okay, one Natsuki, one Monica. Wei Shang,
We need more voters. Ask
Uh,
ladies to vote.
I actually vote for Monica.
you vote for Monica? Okay. Okay.
Ask the Discord to vote too, because nobody's replying here.
Okay.
Get Sleepies to come choose one too.
As it says Natsuki.
Oh wait,
So
you're
another vote for Natsuki.
So
Natsuki.
we are no.
Whatever the votes. Asa says Natsuki. Okay.
So there's like two Natsuki and 2 Monica now though.
Okay.
And then one Sayuri because you voted Sayuri. So it's still tied. We need somebody.
The
That's fine. That's fine. We can be tied. Let me do let me
You didn't vote yet. Sleepies didn't vote yet. I guess Wishon voted.
Yeah, who are you voting for, Ari?
We shall vote Monica, Hobo vote Monica. And oh, our time's up. So I am going to flip a
My
coin.
character's flat. I see.
Where's the coin? I don't have
I
a
didn't
coin.
get a good one then.
What'd you say?
Hmm.
What you say, Tira?
Pixel said that Sayuri is a dead end.
Oh,
She's a flat character.
I see. Because we jumped into this game just without knowing anything. Just like people recommendation. Oh, and then so we'll probably do that each week. After we finish, when we choose games, we just go into it blind. But that's the fun part. Okay, so and then if people in the chat knows more, okay, so it's Natsuki or Monica. Monica. I pretty much don't really mind either Natsuki or Monica. So I think there needs to be somebody else, but we have no somebody else. So what we do is, I have this big Emma thing.
Are you sure there's no other people that can take a vote? Like,
Sleepy's and
Is Sleepy's around?
Sleepy's probably lost connection.
Yeah, I think he lost connection.
Or maybe Ari just make the final decision.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make the final decision. I'm gonna flip this. I'm gonna flip
Oh,
this.
Sleepy's is back.
Oh, Sleepy's is back. You need to decide, Sleepy's. Choose. Choose. Between girls.
he's gonna be like, oh dear.
What girl?
Oh no, the stress is on him.
Between Natsuki and Monica. Yes, you have to pick
He
one.
doesn't even have all the 4 choices.
No, he doesn't have all. If not, I was gonna flip this. Natsuki? Oh my, I have to do a lot of yelling.
I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
It's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste.
Do you want to get smacked?
No.
I wanna snack people.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it.
Oh.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end and then made it flat on purpose. It helps to bring out feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her.
Hi, Jemri. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up anyways. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Jamri. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like.
Is that so?
You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common.
Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like you two really care about each other's well-being, you know? Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading into this a bit too much?
I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayuri's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions and like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too?
Yeah, that's actually really unexpected.
Well, to each other's own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little, either.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this, though.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, the kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a little bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because, well, it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's tip of the day. Sometimes, when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Anyway, to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I guess Sayuri?
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Wait, sorry, read back.
Oh, shoot. Okay, hold on. I was fixing something.
Sayuri has to gather her belongings before she talks.
Oh my goodness! This is so good, Johnny!
Yeah, really?
I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sorry. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little bit more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you a lot better than... I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's Cherry's poem! And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Sorry, hugs something. You're so weird, Sorry.
I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, dummy. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayuri. I'm not sure if Sayuri sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun in here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that.
Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm I'm really bad at this.
Well, we'll see about that.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy out of my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
I like her poem.
Me too.
Sayuri, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No! Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
Don't be mean! I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It just came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast today.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
um, this was so much fun. Monika's the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I'll look forward to it.
Jamry?
Oh, Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Ah, so it's that bad, huh?
No! I just raised my voice. I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think that the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you the valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, fading. It must be this one. Gosh, it's very hard to read. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. What's that word?
Come.
Oh, come. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
I like her poem too, actually.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
Yeah, you can't even read your own.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Eh? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Jomri.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets usually express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It is nothing really. Well, it makes me happy if you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to just keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Yeah? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing. It's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Jamri did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Jamri liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly perks up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Eh? That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Jamri appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And now, how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as January started showing up.
Natsuki!
Natsuki, that's a little... One, two... This doesn't involve you!
Love you!
I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was standing there.
Jamri? She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true! She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Jamri!
Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Jamri?
Well...
Well,
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course it's going to be... Well, if we're going for Natsuki, probably...
we're going up ski road, right?
Natsuki.
Yeah.
Yuri. You're really talented,
Well,
but Natsuki has a point. I think that I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It's just that just let the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that.
Yeah. It did, didn't it? Shows how much you know.
that's not.
Natsuki, I think that's enough.
Me? But she was so mean to me.
Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing. And sharing it can be definitely hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticisms can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sari is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so... you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice was caught in surprise.
Thanks for noticing.
She finally mutters that barely audible. Yuri. Yuri looks at me dejectedly, with a face that I can't really help but feel bad for as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't really mean anything she said. So you don't really need to feel threatened either.
If you say so.
Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me, Jamri. Sheesh.
Natsuki takes a breath.
The thing about...
That's glances around the room.
Would everyone stop staring at me?
Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time than what she boasted. Sayuri and Monica look away.
Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all.
Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone.
Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri.
Sayori?
I'll go make some tea.
Eh? I was just trying to help.
I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder.
Well, now that we're past that, everyone read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Jamri. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to.
So my joining club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere.
No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home. So we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for.
I disagree, Monica.
Eh? About what?
That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun.
Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori.
Mm.
In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far.
Okay, everyone. It's about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Well, I'll say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly. Jamri, how about you?
Yeah, I guess I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So, your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination.
Johnny! You ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayuri beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayuri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sorry. About what happened earlier.
Eh? What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Jamri, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun!
It looks like Sayuri still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, I guess I'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Mhm.
Oh
Alright, should I
boy.
impress Natsuki? Cute things, I think.
Vivacious?
Music?
What's
Yeah,
that mean?
yeah.
Ah! Wrong!
No.
Cheer!
Cheer.
Candy.
Candy.
Can-
No, cheer is Sayuri.
Parfait.
Parfait.
Mouse?
Smile.
No, I think
Or
it's
one.
determined.
No, it's Mouse, I think.
Mouse?
She likes animals.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Good job.
Mm,
Dazzle! Maybe.
that might be Sayuri, but
Oh.
Yeah.
Silly?
Mm.
No.
no, that's Sayuri
I'd say
too.
precious.
Precious. Yeah, precious.
Maybe Precious, yeah. Sweet.
No.
Oh,
No.
shoot.
It's
Games.
okay.
Mm,
Eco. No.
Heart.
Heart, yeah.
Oh. No.
Oh! Oh no, we're going silent.
Treasure.
cheeks. I think that's Sayuri too, but you could try.
Oh. Is it
I
cheese?
don't know. It's hard to say.
Ah! I keep
Oh.
picking
Yeah,
all the
treasure.
Sayori things.
She likes spontaneous, happy. Like that's
Shiny?
why. I think that's Sayuri again.
Mm,
Vanilla.
vanilla.
Mm.
Yeah.
There we
Oh,
go.
yay.
Probably
Fireflies?
butter. Yeah, fireflies. Anything animal or
Oh no.
fudge.
Oh no.
Strawberry.
They're
Yeah,
overlapping.
strawberry for sure.
Puppy.
Range. No. Yeah, puppy.
Yeah, puppy.
Pink, cause she's pink.
Pink. Chocolate.
Doki.
For sure, chocolate.
Oh, chocolate.
Bunny.
Bunnies.
And all the animals.
Easy, yeah. Just
Pure.
animal if you see. Yeah.
Lollipop.
Mhm.
Play.
No, that's Sayuri.
Oh. This one is hard. Adventure.
I think that's Sayuri too.
Yeah.
Daydream
That
might
sounds
be.
even more tiring.
Maybe skirt. Daydream. I don't know. She's very girly, so I'm thinking.
Yeah.
What's
Oh,
most-
nice.
Oh, yay.
Hiking creeper.
She likes
You come to the right place then.
She likes what?
emotion.
The chat has
Yeah.
said that they wanted
Natsuki.
Natsuki root, so we're trying to see if we can sparkle. Is it sparkle?
I think that's Sayuri
No,
again.
Sayori emoji.
Oh,
I'd say love,
She's-
but
love. Go love. Oh no!
I don't know.
Sugar.
Sugar, yeah.
Hmm.
Or cute.
Ooh.
Oh.
Special, maybe? Oh,
Oh no.
they're very close, those two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in interest.
Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Tammy.
Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just. One sec. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
Ah, I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you into the good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyways.
Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me and buy a snack?
No thanks.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayuri nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill into the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayuri.
That's not fair.
Oh, that's you.
How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option.
I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles.
Oh, wrong person.
I didn't notice that she listened in. Her face is in her books as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book.
Yuri! Tell Jeremy to let me borrow some money.
That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after putting a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book.
I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's fun. It's a fun side of you.
That's... There's no way you could think that.
You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution.
Retribution.
That!
Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there?
Don't let her fool you. Sari knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sari. Flop. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sawyer in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Oh, what was it? A cookie?
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sawyer glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution.
Retribution.
Oh, sorry.
Actually, that one almost worked.
I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though.
Natsuki! That's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sawyer hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sawyer suddenly rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big look.
So good.
Sawyer suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue.
You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers.
But yours is chocolate.
Yeah. Why do you think I gave you that one?
Fine. I'm still really happy that you shared this one with me. Mm.
Sari gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
I get it. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sari off of her. Sari suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! 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 Did you seriously just do that?
Mouthful Sari trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayuri?
Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room.
Ugh. Where's Monica anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either.
That's a bit unusual.
I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular, after all.
You don't think she has a...
I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
That's true.
Excuse me?
Suddenly the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about?
Monica quizzically glances at me. Ah, never mind that. What held you up, anyways?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must. Sorry?
I was gonna say she was busy murdering people or something, probably.
Maybe. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano.
Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica.
I don't, really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano.
That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica.
That's...
Monica looks at me.
maybe once I get a little better, I will.
Yay!
That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Gemry.
Monica smiles sweetly. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
Oh, I see. In that case, good luck.
Thanks! So, I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really. I choose to leave outside his mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sari somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back into her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there?
Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up?
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga?
You read manga, right?
Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyways?
I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
What's that supposed to mean? Ah, I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
There it is! There it is!
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the chest. Or the rest.
Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible.
If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door.
She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging or anything. I didn't even say anything.
It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Jamri. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact,
Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box.
I'm gonna show you exactly why.
She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah! I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe.
Mae?
Sorry.
Don't just stand there.
Whoop. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that.
Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this.
Don't just say that. You make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning?
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention?
I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot?
Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop, but that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama, like when they get into all the backstories and some of the romance starts to happen. It's really what makes it so good. There's so many touching parts.
Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you.
Hey! Wait! What's that supposed to mean?
Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power.
Good save.
This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga?
Well,
Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she wanted to admit something.
yeah. Why does that matter?
It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right?
That's just a coincidence. I happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable.
Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not.
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. I guess it's fun just sharing something with someone else sometimes. I always get excited when I convince one of my friends to pick up something I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't?
That's not it. Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Yeah, sorry.
Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. Can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet. Makes me want to punch them in the face.
I have those kinds of people around me too. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part?
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here, in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I?
Well, it's paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it.
Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So? Oh, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing.
I totally forgot that happens.
Natsuki puts her finger in one of the panels.
Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter.
Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feelings you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself.
Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems?
Uh,
Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though, you do look pretty cozy over there.
Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and head towards Natsuki.
You're just giving it back. Don't you want to know what happens?
Yeah, but Monica just said...
Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you.
Oh. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't really plan on using it in my spare time to read this.
Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you.
By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to go with this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up.
She will kill you.
I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. Probably Natsuki. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once.
Aren't you supposed to be bad at this?
Is that a compliment?
No, I mean, you know,
Natsuki struggles to find the word she wants.
I just expected a lot less after what you showed me yesterday. That's all.
Well, I guess I just got lucky with this one.
Yeah, exactly. You just got lucky, you know? Don't get used to it. You won't always manage to write poems this cute. I mean, well written. No, I mean,
So that's how it is. My poem is cute.
No. Why are you smiling? It's not like I like cute things.
Natsuki shoves my poem back towards me.
Reading it again, I decided that it's not so great after all. It's too cute and doki doki. It will only impress, you know, girls who like those kind of things.
For some reason, Natsuki is incredibly easy to see through.
Well, anyway, you're gonna read mine now, right? Judging by your taste, you probably like it a lot. You probably learned something too. Don't forget who the real pro is.
Holy crap, it's long this time.
Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Iggly, wiggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has lots of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyways, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like everyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk.
Do you know people like that?
Of course. It's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they make fun of. You think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes? As long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can, too.
It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to help make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so I look forward to it. What's that? Hi again, Jamry! How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Oh, what?
What is this quote? Where does that come from? I love Arista Jim and I would marry her. April 2018 from Sleepy's. Is Sleepy still here?
Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica.
Alright. I like it, Jamry.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, jeez.
No. It kind of makes me think of something like what Natsuki would write. She's such a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment.
Yeah. If you say so.
Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein?
Maybe a long time ago.
He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes, they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody.
I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that?
Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. What are you guys? Oh. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look.
Hi, War Master. Save me. The colors that won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise... Ah! Oh my goodness, Homo! Thank you,
I don't know
Hobo.
how much that is.
No, I have no idea how much that is, but thank you, Hobo, for that. I don't know how much ridiculous amount it is. Thank you.
That's $50.
It's $50, yeah.
Thank you, Hobo, for the 50. Should I sing something on in the middle of the stream? Oh, I'll sing this. Let's sing this poem. I don't know how, but I'm just
Sing the
gonna.
poem.
I will sing this poem. Oh my goodness, I can't. There's the music going on, so I wonder if we can just. Oh, we can do this. Cool. Okay, for now. For now, let's do this. How can I go back? Return. How can I return? Ah,
At the bottom.
oh there. There. Okay, good. The noise, it won't stop. Violent grating waveforms, speaking, screeching, piercing sign. I don't know. Cosine. Wait, let me just get the like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaninglessness. That was super impromptu. Thank you, Homo! And weird. That was the weirdest thing. Okay, let's go back. And turn music back up. Was it settings? It was. Can you both say something?
I'm a nyama.
Nyama 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 nyama. Okay. There we go.
It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
Yes, I even sang to it. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just kind of that thing I've never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines, really short, makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
Ah, I see. It's just still hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes, asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling. Or a conversation with the reader. No, we've come into this blind. We haven't played this before. Or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your... Oh, okay. Sure, how to save my game? Let's save this game.
It's kind of an interesting way to put that in there.
Yeah, so I guess this one like this? Okay. Okay, let's save this. True. Okay. Wait, is this it? Okay. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Let's go. Rainbow Rider, thank you for the follow. We do voice acting every week.
Oh, I like this one, Jamri. It has some nice feelings in it.
Ah, I'm glad. Still, though, your tone makes it sound like you like yesterday's poem better.
I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good.
Well, don't try to be just nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it.
No, no. I still like this one, I promise. You know, I wouldn't lie to you, Jumri. Never ever.
Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one, then?
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go with my heart. It makes me feel things, and then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah. Me neither.
Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it a chance?
Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Oh wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah! I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and
Happy
sad.
and sad?
Oh, sorry, my
I
bad.
can't. No, it's fine. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayuri.
Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, the sad poem can give the rain cloud a little hug
Aww.
and make a nice happy rainbow.
Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic.
Is it? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Jamri. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Oh my gosh. Bottles. I pop off my soda scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in the bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle of starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend fools a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't fool. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tiles between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be my friends. My friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo. Inside my head.
She's quite contradicting.
Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but... I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's also kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly creepy. Maybe because I'm so used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah. Writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Ah! Oh, sorry.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Jamry?
Oh, you already.
I said, don't get ahead of yourself. Sorry, I always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it more in less than a week. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic.
Yuri?
Is he gone?
Maybe he's gone.
Should I do it?
Yeah, I guess you can do it.
He says my mic fixing it.
Oh, okay. You can go. Go, Tina.
Is it my turn? Let's see how it compares to yesterday's. I see. It's a bit different. I respect you for trying different things, Jamri. Were you inspired by Natsuki's poem? Or Sayori's, perhaps?
Well,
Oh, I'm terrible at this.
I guess you could say that.
I thought so. I'm happy for you. You don't need to find inspiration in my poems. I write them for myself, not for others.
Is he back?
So,
No. Okay.
I don't really need for people to like them or anything.
Yuri,
Mm,
I'm sorry for being blunt, but you're overthinking this a little. Just because our styles are different doesn't mean I dislike your poems. In fact, if I tried to do something in your style, I'd probably just do a terrible job.
We can hear you now, Yuri.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tina.
yeah.
I see. I'm sorry. My stupid mind, it likes to do that sometimes. Anyway, you don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise.
I see. That's a certain interesting technique. Thanks for sharing.
I have, well, an example of that if you'd like to read it.
Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me the poem.
Of course, the handwriting. Very cool. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught in the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an... Sorry, what's the word?
Unordinary.
Unordinary... Oh gosh, I really can't read it.
Human.
I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely, is it?
Yeah,
I'm
merely.
merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I hit myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday.
Yeah, I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I usually force to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
That's pretty funny.
Mhm.
Did Nazi also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest?
Hmm? You did?
Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody.
Yeah, she's right. I mean, does she really feel that way?
Yeah. Sounds like you two have a lot in common.
Well, that's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who will make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that.
Oh, don't worry. I have no reason to.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own wit, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener.
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if anyone could come and sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
It's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayuri has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually gonna be doing for the event. Ah, sorry. I thought you heard about it yesterday. We're going to be performing. Performing?
Monica?
Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let everyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayuri is putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Sorry, who's been coloring a poster holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Oh no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys.
No, Sayuri, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask of them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun.
That's right! And it's for those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayuri looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayuri and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with.
Alright.
Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces.
I guess I don't really have a choice.
That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri.
This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way!
Monica, this is too sudden.
Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Of course. Now, let's see.
Monica flips your notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium.
The title of this poem is The Way They Fly.
Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line so she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica.
Thank you so much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori?
I'll go next.
Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri.
It is called After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happened when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught off guard, so we just kind of forgot. As we applauded, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat.
Yay, Yuri! Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing.
Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay. I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops up out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Ah! Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori,
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think about it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way.
I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did
Good job, Sayori.
it! Even Damery liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. It might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. That's, well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone.
Then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know.
Okay.
Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Jamri. It's not like I can compare to you guys, anyway. Might as well let Jamri lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it.
Natsuki.
It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel extremely awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it too much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem is called... It's called... Why are you looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat.
That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is. So... Well, I guess in that case, you wouldn't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming, though. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting.
Jeez. I should probably find some other poems to recite instead.
That's fine, too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait.
Wait,
I
what?
can do this. I can do this.
All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find some enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best.
Ready
Ready to go, Sayori?
I saw Mike.
Look at you two. Always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it?
Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it.
It must be a little nice though.
Well, yeah. How am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Jamie. You don't have to say it.
Whatever. Let's go already.
Pixel D, we don't know yet. Guys, are you guys tired? Do you want to leave? Do you want to finish?
Maybe we can save
Isn't this like
cliffhanger
a
then.
lot of hours to complete though?
I think
Yeah,
No, this game's long, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like hours.
yeah, it's quite long.
I'm not calling Sayori once more.
Maybe we'll just end this day.
You know, it's
Yeah.
only been a few days. A lot of things have already changed.
yeah, let's end this day and then we will save and then people want us to finish.
No, there's no way. I think it's like hours of gameplay,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll be back next week. We start from 11 a.m. PDT. But let's finish this and then we'll talk more, okay?
On Saturdays. On Saturdays only.
Yeah, on Saturdays. Okay, continue. Let's finish this.
Even
Jamri.
though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori.
Sorry, I was spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something earlier. I like how we get to. I mean,
Sayori fumbles with her words.
so let's just say one day, Natsuki asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here.
Oh no!
Oh, but we're going Natsuki route. We're going Natsuki route.
Will you walk home with Natsuki? Or will you walk home with
I'm
Sayori?
gonna disappoint Sayori.
Are you gonna? What will you say? Jamri.
My vote, though, I wanted to go Sayori the whole time. The chat shows Natsuki, so
Oh,
I would
no.
go with the bottom option.
Shall we?
The chat said. I don't know.
Natsuki.
It's up to you.
Chat says Natsuki.
Yeah.
The chat rules this game.
It does. It does.
Walking home with Natsuki, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound?
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I think I would be afraid of what she'd do to me if I turned her down.
That's true.
Good save.
Sleepies, you voted for Natsuki too. It's too late now. Isn't she so cute and fun to be around?
That has nothing to do with what I just said.
You admitted it.
Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never gonna happen.
Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know?
Oh, Sayori.
Need you? Sorry. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now.
Sorry.
Everyone is different. Nobody is in the club is a replacement for you.
Hmm. If you say so.
The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what'll happen in that time?
So the chat is saying we should do 2 more days.
Should we? Are you guys? I mean, I'm fine, but are you guys? Everyone has to agree, I think.
I think we can leave the exciting stuff next week. Like just one shot, go through the exciting stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So that's exciting stuff next week. One vote.
They say 2 more days.
Tina, 2 more days
They're not
or
gonna change
next week?
much. They've been on.
Well,
longer
we've
than
gone through
planned.
2 days and it's been 3 hours.
Yeah, it has.
True.
So I think we'll go next week then. Everyone agree? Yeah?
Alrighty.
Okay. So do we choose first or do I just save first?
Because if 2 days take 3 hours, that's too much.
Just save
Yeah.
here and then we'll choose
So
next time.
we'll choose this next time. Okay, let's save this. Can I save over?
Yeah, you can.
And
I'll just do this.
Yeah.
That's saved already, right? Okay. So I guess
The next 2 days go by really quickly this week. I don't know.
I
it's
guess
3 days.
it's quicker if you play without like voicing it, so it will probably take a bit longer for us.
perhaps. But thank you for joining us. It was really, really fun. And it was what? What do you say?
Join us next week. And then,
Yeah.
like, please.
Let's join us next week.
We'll
Aww.
be around.
They really want to watch us play, like watch it go through. But
That's how cliffhangers work.
yeah, that's how cliffhangers work. So
We're so cruel.
so you can join my Discord or my Twitter, and it will most likely be 11 a.m. Saturday PDT that we are going to start this. We will continue this at 11. Give or take a couple of minutes sometimes due to setup, but we will start at 11. I will tweet before we go on, and on Discord sometimes I don't say anything because like the me bot will do its thing, and hopefully the me bot does its thing, but usually I will tweet before we go on. So, and Tira, are you streaming?
I'm streaming in maybe, I don't know, a couple hours because I gotta go take a shower, eat. And,
So
but yeah, I'll stream soon.
Tira, where's my cat?
Kingdom Come.
Where's my cat? Anyway, Tira is a streamer. She will be streaming too, so check her out. I might be doing a music stream in maybe an hour or two, or an art stream. I think I might do an art stream actually, because I need to get certain things done. So art stream in an hour or so after I get some food,
What is
and
that in EST?
what is that in EST? I have no idea in
I
EST.
estimate.
3 hours behind you.
3 hours behind.
I'll probably stream after you.
Well, they would be 3 hours ahead of you in EST. So.
Oh yes.
Ahead.
I'll
Okay.
probably stream after Ari anyway, so.
Okay. So, be sure to follow us for updates, and we will be back next week with this voice acting thing. But besides that, I will be doing either music or art next, or might play a game. I don't know. We'll see. But I'll be back in a couple of hours after I have some nom noms.
5 p.m. Okay, so
Yeah, so 3.
yeah.
5 p.m. here, so EST will be +3.
It's 2 p.m.
So it'll be 2 p.m. for EST, I think. Yeah, 11, 12, 1, 2. Yeah. So 2 p.m. EST on Saturday. Okay, so I'll be ending the stream now. See you guys. Everyone say goodbye. Bye bye.
Bye bye.